Hello, good morning. Morning, come on. Good morning, good morning. Thank you, thank you. Welcome everybody to QSIR.
The Quality Service Improvement and Redesign programmes, which we called QSIR for short, we developed because we went out to different trusts and we were exploring exactly what kind of support they needed. And fundamentally, they wanted to become independent in terms of being able to improve their own services. So what we discovered is if we skilled up a sufficient number of people within their organisations, they had the ability and the capacity to improve and redesign their own services.
They've got high prevalence of smoking, obesity rates within the local community, and that's what everybody's trying to tackle.
All of the people who come on our programmes have to be delivering some form of change. So this is very much based upon action learning. So it's not an abstract activity, it's something that people have to put in place in reality.
Add all the scores up. QSIR programmes are aimed at anybody and everybody working in the NHS and even within our partner organisations. They are absolutely aimed at clinicians and non-clinicians, whether you're on the front line and you're hands-on patient care staff, or whether you're in the back office working on commissioning, working in finance, wherever you are. The QSIR programme has got something for you. The tools and techniques that we teach are tools that are generic enough to be able to adapt to any situation. So any project that you're leading or any project that you're involved in, you can find a role for those tools and techniques.
Is this a challenge? Do I feel comfortable? Am I completely kind of panicking and anxious about this?
I signed up for the QSIR course because I've been recently moved into an improvement lead role.
The idea of my project is to integrate education and training across all of the professions.
Our project is about serious incident review investigations. It's about improving the investigation and the reporting process.
I've always managed projects, but I've managed them in my own way, and I didn't really have the tools available to be more professional, I think, and to be more efficient.
Although I've used improvement methodologies before, I've no formal training in them, so I thought this would be a really useful start.
The suite of programmes ranges from the QSIR Fundamentals workshop, which is a one-day workshop, ideal for someone who has never been involved in service improvement before, or who might have been involved a while ago but needs a bit of a refresher and a bit of a re-energiser. So QSIR Fundamentals is brilliant for that purpose. And then we've got our QSIR Practitioner programme, which is a 5-day programme spread over about 5 months. Supported by virtual action learning sets or virtual open surgeries in between, so that people have got some peer support and an ability to talk to others in the same boat, as well as members of the faculty in between the workshops for that additional help. And we have an improvement coaching version, and it all culminates in our QSIR College, which is a development based on the pilot work that we did with our Train the Trainer programme a couple of years ago.
Our QSIR College programme, where we're teaching other people to roll out the 5-day QSIR practitioner programme, actually accelerates the generation of the critical mass of people within the NHS who have improvement science skills.
The really key elements of it are having trainers who have complementary skills, who get on well together.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of my knowledge and skills obviously come from a clinical background. I'm a nurse, and so I have dealt with a lot of change management. I have a lot of people management skills. Some of the things that we cover actually on the course I felt very comfortable with, whereas perhaps some of the day-to-day sort of business kind of skills that Jeremy has, I don't necessarily use every day in my life at work.
Using data in application, those sort of things were the things I was more comfortable on, and sort of standing and doing presentations and that type of thing was something that I was quite au fait with. But again, it enabled us to get the best of both worlds.
Alongside all of that is the importance of having a really, really good executive sponsor, and that we've found that to be absolutely vital.
We've been constantly looking for opportunities to improve the care that we give to our patients and putting patients at the centre of everything that we do. So when the QSIR programme came along, it just seemed to be the most natural opportunity for us to take, along with lots of other opportunities that we've tried to drive forward. But what we're very keen to do is ensure that these quality initiatives are embedded in the organisation. It's really important that when we initiate a programme like this, that we see the benefits for the patients and the relatives, but we also, the staff understand how it's meaningful for them.
And this is a sponsor who can open doors, who can make the right introductions, who can help them bring along people onto their programmes, but will also give them the time and the headroom to not just come along to the training programme itself, but also to roll it out within their organisations.
Well, it looks like you've selected your project. Fantastic. We have a rigorous set of assessments for QSIR College and some very clear processes for how we moderate that work. We have an assessment and award board where all marks are ratified formally, and a learner will know what criteria they need to meet in order to pass an assessment. They will also get very clear feedback on the different aspects and the different learning objectives as well for their own learning.
And then we have the lovely driver diagrams. Do you remember the driver diagrams? Yeah, fondly, I hope.
I'm finding the course really useful. I'm on my second day of the course so far, and already I've learned an awful lot. As much from the people I'm meeting on the course as well as the course tutors.
I find this programme very helpful. What it does is it breaks down what can seem like an enormous project into much more manageable bite-sized pieces.
The QSIR programme has helped me to understand how to plan properly and engage stakeholders.
I would recommend the course very much to others. Actually, it's a course that probably you could use no matter what area you're working in, because the quality improvement methodologies really work across different contexts.
I've recommended the programme because I found it very beneficial in running my projects, and obviously and it's quite engaging.
I certainly would recommend the QSIR programme to others and have already done so.
The things that I like to bring back are the things that I like to think make a difference for patients, because at the end of the day that's why I'm here, and I guess that's why we're all here. And however we can continue that quality improvement and quality journey, we should all try to be part of that.